This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Bruchim Haba, welcome everyone. We continue Mishna Berura Yomi up to Siman Tav Kuf Pei Vav. We're middle of Sif Hey. The Mechaber said that if somebody says Koinam L'Tkiyasei Alai, you cannot blow it. It says Mishra Afilu Perish Benir Tkiyah Shomitzu. Even if you said in the nether the Tkiyah of a mitzvah, nevertheless you can't blow it. Vatam Dinadarm Isser Chefzehu. The reason is because the nether is an Isser Chefzeh. V'chal Afilu Dvar Mitzvah and it's chal even for Dvar Mitzvah. Afilu Shmai Tkiyah Shofar Me'achar. Even to hear Tkiyah Shofar from someone else, Gam Kim B'chal Isser Zeh is also included in this Isser. V'da, you should know. There's some poskim who want to say she'in chal haneder, that the nether is in chal elam kein asar ha-shofar alav, unless you answer the shofar on you kagan she'amar shofar alai b'koinam l'tkiyah, but the shofar is a koinam on me to blow it. Aval ba'asar alav atkiyah, but if you answer tkiyah kagan she'amar tkiyah shofar alai, he said tkiyah shofar b'koinam ein chal, that tkiyah ain't by mamish. Blowing is not tangible, and the dharma in chal adav she'en by mamish. And a nether is not chal in something that has no mamashos. Omnam kama poskim soivrim. However, many poskim hold shechal af b'zeh. Even in such a case, it's chal kim shakafanu hiskom nidrei chefza. Since you mentioned the chefza in the nether, stama demilsa mistama kavanasel aser achivitz olav. You mistama aser achivitz on yivchozel inyan iser Torah. This is all regarding a biblical prohibition of midrabanan. But rabbinically, ika isura b'chal gam, there's an isra under all circumstances. Afilu b'neder shem by mamish, even a neder that is not tangible. Kamavor b'yardeh siman reish yud gimel. B'yalkein also it's koy by koydem shiata neder. Therefore, it's usher to blow in it before you're matter the neder. Meforish b'paiskim. It's expressed in the paiskim the cholza b'neder. This is all by a neder. But b'shvua by an oath inu yachal afkiyas asri mitzvah tkiyah shofar. You cannot take yourself out of the mitzvah of tkiyah. The mushba v'oyim mehar Sinai, because you're already sworn from Har Sinai l'kai mitzvah satar to fulfill the mitzvah satar imloi shekalal b'shvua asai, unless you incorporate it with your shvua lesar atzmai b'shmias kol tkiyah, to aser yourself by listening to the whole tkiyah, the mashma afilu b'tkiyah shel rishus, which is mashma even the tkiyah of rishus. So v'zechal shvua asai b'koilel, and in such a scenario the shvua is chal b'koilel lesar gam b'shel mitzvah, to aser even a tkiyah of a mitzvah. You should try to matter the shvua. V'afilu gabi nedarim, even regarding nedarim, maser atzon l'shmar shofar plenty. If you answer yourself from listening to the shofar plenty in a nifka b'zav mitzvah tkiyah shofar, you don't remove yourself from the mitzvah of tkiyah. B'tzach lavakesh ish acher l'shmar meno shofar, and you have to seek out someone else to hear the mitzvah of shofar. If you don't find someone else, also l'shmar ish zeh is also to hear from this person. Afilu asar atzmai b'shvua. Even if you answered yourself with an oath, she'inu kinishba levatel sa mitzvah. It's not like swearing to me levatel mitzvah. Shabashash yatsa shvua mipi, because at the time that the shvua emanated from your mouth, loy hoyse levatel, it was not a shvua to me levatel. She'inu mitzvah l'shmam ish zeh dafka, since there's no mitzvah to hear dafka from this guy. Sifav hayakole of ma'od. The sound of the shofar was very thick. Dakmoid, a very fine kosher. Shekala kolos ksher b'shofar. All sounds are kosher in the shofar. Dakmoid says mishruva dinim hayot soror v'yaved v'yavesh. Likewise, if it's all congested and dried out. Siv Zayin says the holy mechaber. Im nikav, if there's a hole in the shofar, im loisasamai, if you didn't seal it up, even though the sound changed, kosher, it's kosher. It says in Mishna Berura, Nikaf. I'm going to give you a little introduction of who it says follows. Isa b'Gemara. Tana Rabbanu Nikev. If there's a hole in the shofar, susamai, and you sealed it up, whether with its species or a different species, pasal. Rav Nasan says, b'minoi kosher. With its species, it's kosher, shalai b'minoi pasal. So the Tanakama says that regardless of what you seal it up with, its pasal. Rav Nasan says, with its species, it's kosher, not its species, it's pasal. Because of the pasal, kam like Rav Nasan. The pasal said we pasal like Rav Nasan that b'minoi is kosher. For Aminah Sham Dahadamash Rav Nasan minoi, we say over there that which Rav Nasan kosher is b'minoi hanadavka kishtar rubai shlenikov. That's if you're left with the majority that doesn't have a hole. V'nei bever sugya yesh deus ben arishanim. Explaining the sugya, the various opinions. Harambam siyatim afarshim. The Rambam in his camp explained. The Rav Nasan koya ein ma'akev hatkiya. The Rav Nasan's going on saying that's not ma'akev hatkiya. The hainu acher sesima That is, after you sealed it up, chazar koil k'may shahaya tchila kadem shenikav. The coil reverted to the way it was first before there was a hole in it. Va'afilu hachi, nevertheless, ein kosher ela b'minai. It's still only kosher b'minai. Nimtza b'inan tchlasel mal yus. According to this, you need 3 good qualities for it to be kosher. Eina ma'akev atkiya. It has to be that it's not ma'akev atkiya. Uvamina has to be the same species v'nishtai rubai. Avam chasar echel me'elo pasol. If you're missing one of these ingredients, it's pasol. Zuhi hadei rishon shuva kan. That's the first opinion. However, Rosh v'siyata sfirlu, the Rosh and his camp holds Rav Nosson koiraka ma'akev atkiya. The Rav Nosson's going on only case where it's ma'akev. V'afil hachi kosher b'minoi v'she'enoi ma'akev afil shaloi b'minoi kosher. This, the Rosh and his group holds, Rav Nosson's going on where it's ma'akev, and it's still kosher. But if it's not ma'akev, even shaloi b'minoi, it's kosher im nishtayar rubai. U'memela fi be'er zeh have a lakula. According to this, there's a kula. Doi b'inin el atarti. You only need 2 lamal yus. Hainu minoi. You need it to be the same susiv rubai, and you have the majority. V'afilu ma'akev, even if it's ma'akev. Oi, ruba ve'inu ma'akev, in the majority, it's not ma'akev afilu eino minoi. V'zeu shasim ha'mechaber l'kamei. This is what the mechaber concluded later on. V'im hu shas hadchak, and if it's a shas hadchak hanu, sha'az yesh lismach ala rosh v'siyatoi. That is, then you're soimich on the Rosh and his camp. Afal pish and nishtanai koilai kosher. Even though the coil changed, it's kosher. Shekala koilos ksherim b'shofar v'chanal. All the koilos were kosher with a shofar, as we mentioned. That is even charchila according to mechaber. Because of poskim, the poskim write that filu nishtayr by shiur tkiya, even if the tkiya, the shiur of tkiya did not remain. Dahainu tefach shalem. That is a complete tefach b'lina kavim without holes. Nami kosher, it's still kosher. Mikol makom, nevertheless kosu achreinim. The achreinim write tim haya rubai shel shofar nakov. If the majority of the shofar had a hole in it, afilu nishtayr by shiur tkiya shalem. Even if you're left with a tkiya, a complete shiur tkiya gam kein pasol. The rubai kakulai v'ayim beber halacha. Miu, however, yesh oimrim sfirlo lahu, they hold the shofar nakov pasuk kama shofar shenistak, that a shofar that has a hole in this pasuk like a shofar that's cracked. V'yesh on halacha shadei azul lechatchila. You can be choishish for this opinion lechatchila, but afilu nishtar bar shiur tkiya lamala letzad hapesh in by nekav klal. Even if you're left with a shiur of tkiya lamala by the mouth that doesn't have a hole. Mikol makam mashma. Nevertheless, it's masha the gamlas farzu, even according to this opinion. That's only if the hole is you could sense that there's a hole. Shakol nifkam al yadai, that the coil is nifkam. V'nishtana coil havel hechash call it solo. But if the sound is clear, einekav because of such a hole is not ma'akev. V'toikim by l'kol yama, and you could blow in it according to everyone. Okay, we'll hold it over here. Wishing everyone a wonderful Shabbos. Bracha v'hatzlacha.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.